Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we will cover how to optimize Google Chrome if you had any performance problems with Google Chrome. In this video we will cover 8 steps to get the best possible performance, especially if you have less than 64 GB of RAM, which is the minimum requirement to run Chrome without any problems. The first step, of course, is to update the browser. From Help, you can click on About Google Chrome to check if there are any updates available. This is an essential step to get the latest stable version without any security risks and any performance problems. So always check your browser for the latest version. And the next step, of course, is to clear history and temporary files. You can click on History. From here, click on Clear Browsing Data. You can clear your browsing history, download history, cookies, cached files, passwords. You can select all time to select all unnecessary files from your web browser. You can also do a safety check to check your browser for any available updates, any password extensions or device problems. And from Advanced, you can click on Reset and Cleanup. From here, you can select Clean Up Computer to scan your device for any harmful files and programs. And there is a browser extension that will help you clean Google Chrome better and faster, which is Click and Clean, a great browser extension to clean cookies, temporary files, and scan your web browser for malware. So you should definitely try this browser extension. The next step, of course, is disabling or removing unnecessary browser extensions, which is something that most of us do. Sometimes there are extensions that are useful, but you don't use them all the time. For example, Click and Clean is not an extension that I use all the time, so I don't need it running all the time using system resources. I recommend using Extensity, a great browser extension to disable and enable multiple browser extensions at the same time, so you don't have to click on more tools, extensions, and to visit the extensions section to disable or enable any browser extension. You can disable an extension and enable it whenever you need it. For example, whenever I want to clean my browser, I can enable Click and Clean the web browser, then disable the extension to prevent it from using system resources. It's a simple yet very useful browser extension that you can install, which will help you save more system resources and it will make your web browser a lot faster. The next step is to have more control over the open tabs on your web browser. If you open a lot of tabs, I recommend 2 browser extensions to save more system resources. The first one is one tab. You can select any tab or multiple tabs to add them to one tab to save more system resources. You can click on Display One tab to open the web page again. This is a great way to prevent having a lot of opened web pages without any use of them. And the next extension is Tab Suspender. Now with Tab Suspender, you can set a specific period of time. For example, I'll select 1 minute. As you can see, this web page is now disabled after 1 minute of inactivity, and this will happen to all web pages. Any web page that is inactive after 1 minute will be suspended to save more system resources. And of course, I selected 1 minute for demonstration. You can select 1 hour, 2 hours or more. Now if I go to the suspended web page, I can use it again without any problems. And this is an essential extension that I use on Chrome and all other web browsers for best possible performance. Now if you're using Microsoft Edge as your web browser, you don't need this extension because this feature is available in the default settings in Microsoft Edge. You can set a specific period of time and you can select any web page to keep it running even after an activity if you want. The next step is to use an adblock browser extension. I recommend uBlock Origin. Using an adblock extension will help you disable any annoying ads, and it will load web pages faster, and it will make your web browser more private and secure. You can also use Privacy Badger, one of the best privacy extensions for Google Chrome users. For more recommendations, you can check my video about the best privacy extensions both for Chrome and Firefox. And you should also check the Task Manager to find out if there are any browser extensions that use too much of your memory or CPU. You can disable them to get a better performance from your web browser. The next step is to clean up your computer. You can use Storage Sense to clean space from your computer. You can also use other softwares to clean temporary files and cache, to scan your computer for malware and adware, and of course update your computer or your operating system to the latest version to avoid any performance problems. The next step is to change your DNS provider. Click on Settings. From Security and Privacy, you can click on Security. From here you can select a custom DNS provider. You have some good options here like Cloudflare, Google DNS, and Clear Browsing, a family filter to hide explicit content. Or you can add your own custom DNS. Just type it here. Changing your DNS provider could help you improve your network speed. And it's also recommended to check other web browsers on your computer to know if the problem is only with Google Chrome or not. If you face the same problem with other web browsers, you can check the Task Manager to know what limiting your system performance. For example, if the memory usage is high and close to 100%, maybe you can add more memory to your computer. As I said, Google Chrome needs at least 64 to run without any problems, especially if you're using Windows 11 and Windows 10. Less than 8 GB of memory is not ideal. And don't forget that you can always reset your web browser. From Reset and Cleanup, you can click on Restore Settings to the original defaults. This is the final step which will restore the default settings, and this might help you with any problems you face with your web browser. Hopefully these steps will help you optimize Google Chrome and get the best possible performance. If this video was useful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more useful tutorials. Until next time, bye.